Hey, this is me building and strategizing my 400k per year profit solo consulting business right in front of your eyes. And the way that these videos work is that they follow the exact same structure every single day. So I start by answering some questions from the audience. This means that you can ask your question down below and then I'll answer it in tomorrow's video. Then I run you through business stats, so basically just social growth of all of my social platforms, and then also cash, revenue, and costs inside of my solo consulting business. Then I show you my to-do list, so basically just what I've done today and what I'll do tomorrow. And then I live brainstorm my real-time bottlenecks that I'm facing every single day in my business with the pure goal in mind of getting to $1 million a year in personal profit, while only taking calls 3 days a week with clients that I consider friends and operating my business at least 85% margins. So that is the concept of this video series. Again, feel free to ask your questions down below, because then I'll get to it in this video, or like tomorrow's video, sorry. Would be pretty impressive if I could take it in today's, huh? So I get into my comments and then I just like scroll all the way down to the ones that I haven't interacted with, and then I answer them. So let's run it. So the first question here is from Healthdan. Let's see what he got to say. Love the whole video idea of this raw series. Keep going. I'm new here, cheering on you. Thank you so much, bro. I have some questions for you. Seem like an awesome guy. I appreciate it. You sure you put the business stats template in the description? Can't seem to find it. I didn't, and I realized it. So here is what I have on my to-do list today. Business tracker in daily update description, and also packaging, recording, and uploading. But let's get into the question here. Do you work every day of the week, and how many hours? I would say so. I would say normally I take typically one day off every single week. So typically I take Saturday off. But when I am in seasons of sprints and deadlines, which means that I have a bigger project that I need to deliver upon, then I will typically work every single day of the week. So for example, right now I have a deadline for myself that 1st of August, I'm releasing my program and video course of the digital coffee shop. And it takes a lot of time. Obviously, it's something that I've spent a lot of time on, but it takes a lot of time. So the next 2 months, I'm working every single day in order to reach that deadline. Normally, I take Saturday off, but yeah, that's typically how I go about it. How many hours I work? Well, I typically wake up at 6:30, and then I get to work at 7, and then I'll basically work. I'll basically start with most important tasks. So from 7 to 11, I mainly do the majority of my work and the most important things of the day. So this is typically content, getting back to my clients, and basically just like projects, like for example, the video program here, guides, SOPs, these things, and also then checking in with the partners of my Done For You agency. Then when that is done, my calls starts on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I typically will have 4 to 5 hours of calls. Then I'll hit the gym, and then I'll typically take the evening off with my girlfriend or family to like either eat, watch a series, go for a walk, play a board game, or whatever it is. Tuesdays and Thursdays, when I've done with my task, I typically record. I either record something for my program or I record Instagram Reels, YouTube videos, or whatever it might be. And yeah, that's basically my days. So I'd say I work between 8 to 10 hours a day, and then on the weekends I do like very creative work and work that I find fun. I think for many people 8 to 10 hours a day will seem like a lot, but when you boil it down, like my work is my hobby. I've designed the digital coffee shop to be a model that I enjoy and where I do tasks that I enjoy. Of course I don't enjoy every single task. Like you still have to do things that you don't fully enjoy and cherish, but I try to tell myself how lucky I am to have a work that I enjoy. So I don't see it as a burden, I see it as a blessing. And that mental model and framing has helped me to work a lot more, which means that I'm getting more output in my business, which is nice. Cheers, by the way. Next question. How do you charge your clients per call, hourly, monthly retainer, results based? I'm curious. So I have 2 pricing structures right now, bro. To the ones that don't know, I have a consulting offer and I have a done for you offer. So I'll show you exactly. So this is my done for you, and this is my done with you. My done with you is a one-time fee of $9.5 thousand, and most people split it in 2, 3, or 4. I've had a few people pay in full, but I don't really mind. So most people will go for, then it's like 2,375 per month, and it's a 4 months commitment, a mentorship. I speak to people twice a month, 45 minutes. They get a private Slack channel with me. They get access to my library of resources and everything I know about scaling agencies, consulting businesses. And I'm basically an external business partner for 4 months where I help them with everything. So these people, yeah, it's typically agency owners, coaching businesses, consulting businesses, anyone that sells something where they help people that can be packaged online, whether it's marketing, fitness, whatever. And it's typically people around 10K, 10 to 15K per month that wants to break past 30, 40K and get out of the done for you. So they have a more personal brand, more inbound, and have different ways of delivering their knowledge. So they typically want to transition to done with you, do it yourself, and then like run a more hybrid business. So then I have done for you. It is a 15K setup fee, and then I take 30% profit inside of coaching businesses. Right now we have 5 clients where we own 30% of their business and profit. So yeah, I have 2 partners that runs this side of the business. So it's basically clients come in through my personal brand, and then I really pick and choose based on what they need and what's best for them. So most people, and 9 out of 10 is the best fit is for done with you. They don't want to rely on an agency. They don't want to give up 30% of their business. They just want the tools, resources, the knowledge, the help in order for them to get to where they want to be. 4 months time period. 75% of them renew and continue because it's pretty logical. Like in 9 out of 10 times, I can deliver way more value and also cash in the bank than $2,375 a month. So it's definitely done with you. But then sometimes we have clients where it's like, Fred, just do it for me, right? And then we're like, it's fine, it's 15K up front, and then we take 30% of your business, and then it's at least a year contract, so 12 months, because it takes a lot of time to build a great info product. The people that tell you can build a good info product in 3 to 4 months, they're simply just lying to you. I'm sorry, because there are payment plans, cash flow, cash cycles, personal brand, compounding effect, pipeline, YouTube long form. There's so many things that make something hyper profitable, So those are the different pricing models. I hope it helped, bro. Very good question. And what do you exactly do? I know consulting, but like, what do you help people with? I think I explained this a little bit in my my little explanation here, but there's a reason why I do one-on-one mentorship. It's because that every single business has different problems, right? Typically, the core problem is that they want to make more money and save more time. And 9 out of 10 agencies in this world and consultants helps you with getting more clients and getting you to a larger revenue goal, right? More clients paying you more, that is more money, business growth, everyone is happy. But you realize that there are a lot of other things that is like more important to people than just business growth. It's more about how am I gonna get to more clients, right? You don't want to sacrifice your personal values by being someone online that you're not. If you don't want to hire a sales team and manage people, you shouldn't hire a sales team. Yes, it will make you more money, maybe short term, but if you don't enjoy it, you shouldn't do it. Yeah, you can add a money back guarantee to your offer, which strengthens it, which pushes people over the line in the short term. But if you don't want to attract people who are looking for guarantees, you shouldn't add it. So my approach to business growth and business scale is a little bit more holistic. I see the person in front of me, the business owner in front of me, and then it's my job to make a tailored game plan in order for them to reach their goal without sacrificing the values that they have and without building them a prison, a business that they don't enjoy. So I'm very transparent with these people. I tell you, I'm not Jesus, bro. I can't 2-3x your business in 2 to 3 months. I could if I told you to spend more money on ads, add a guaranteed offer, hire a sales team, and work 100 hours a week. Everyone would 3x their business, right? But it's not sustainable. It would look good on my Instagram stories. Oh, this guy came to me and 3x his business. But at what cost? So I attract people who are a little bit more holistic. They're not too stressed about short-term cash. They understand that business is a long game, and they want my professional help on how they can fix their problems and getting to their goal without ruining their life and business in the meantime. But that's basically like overall, bro, what do I help people with? I'm really good at content and personal branding, both YouTube and short reels, paid ads, turning your core expertise into 3 deliverables. High ticket done for you, done with you mentorship and a do-it-yourself course. And then basically just solving bottlenecks in a way where it actually fits to where you want to be, you know. So I hope that helps. I recently started posting short form content as I would like to hit 10K a month after high school. Nice, bro. I do a weekly update on the channel. I'm 11 weeks in, but still in 0K a month. Just keep going, bro. My plan is to do UGC and brand deals and then evolve into coaching and consulting in the same area. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, done for you, so learn the skill yourself and then teach others. I like that. Just like stick to one thing, bro. Don't get shiny object syndrome. Make sure that you stick to one thing, become really, really good, become better than everyone else. Do it for a long enough period of time so that you can actually do, let's say, 10K a month, right? Your first 10K a month is not going to count. You have to do 10K a month at least 4 months in a row. Then you have a 10K a month business. A lot of people forget that. But I think it's good, bro. I assume you're only like 18 years old, so you have your whole life in front of you. So if UGC doesn't feel right for you, you can always just change model. Obviously, it will always suck in the beginning, no matter what business model you choose. But like, just stick to it, bro, and then you'll go far in life. I promise you. It's a good question, man. I hope my answers made good sense. Makes sense, total sense. Thank you. I'm happy to hear, Maximilian. Nice, bro. Thanks for the answer. AI is really changing the business landscape. So great you started implementing more. Facts, bro. I very much agree. Love the series so far, man. I'm having issues knowing when to switch markets. I've served the international market previously, and I'm serving the Norwegian market right now in my consulting business, but everything is leading up to this market being too small. What do you look for when deciding if the market is too small to really grow, and how would you go about taking your offer internationally again when you already have proof of concept with great case studies? Appreciate the insights. Interesting, bro. I think in this case, I would reverse engineer. So I'll give you my business as an example. I want to do $1 million a year in personal profit. $1 million a year in personal profit is $1.2 million in revenue, while me keeping 80% of the money will give me basically, $1 million a year. I have a 9.5K mentorship for now. I'm probably going to raise the price 1st of August when I open up again because my program is done, which increases the value exponentially. But let's just say average 10K, all right? Then I just need 120 people over 12 months. That is 10 clients every month, right? So 120 people in a whole year in order for me to reach my goal. And then I ask myself, can I find 120 agency owners, coaches, consultants that is stuck between 5 to 15K who wants to make more money and build a better business? Probably yes, right? So I think, bro, with your offer and niche, look at your niche and be like, if you compare it to your personal goal and where you want to get your business to, is there enough of these people in Norway? If yes, double down. If no, then you should spend 80% of your time in the Norwegian market and then 20% going international. And then once the international is slowly picking up, then you take the cash flow from the Norwegian and slowly invest it internationally. As a rule of thumb, native speaking countries, or like for example me as a Dane, my ads and the things that I do will in most cases be more profitable in Denmark due to the trust factor of me speaking the same language as my target audience, whereas me in internationally will be slightly less profitable, but the market is bigger. So that's kind of like the choice that you make. I've purposely built all of my social channels, my personal brand, my content in English, because I've always known that I wanted to speak to a broader audience. I wanted to also just to challenge myself in a foreign language, and I wanted to work with people throughout the whole world because I believe there are bigger possibilities for me in 10 years if I had an English brand versus a Danish, So for example, you, bro, you're already 2 steps ahead. You have international case studies and you've done it before. So just look at the things you did before and do it better, and then just double down on the things that worked and then run it up. So I hope it made sense with like the priority of sticking to Norway for cash and then reinvesting cash internationally and then slowly building it up, Hope that makes sense. That's what I would have told Fred 3 years ago myself, right? Hope it makes sense, bro. Very good question. 15 minutes in. We got 13 minutes here. Then I gotta go gym. I have an appointment with one of my good friends here. Thanks for the explanation. Yeah, done with you is what I meant. Good, bro. How custom are your plans for done with you clients? Do you have a general onboarding process, best practices, and guidelines that you teach all of them, or is it entirely custom with no shared processes between clients? Thanks, man. Ooh la la, this is a good question. This is a good question. I need a sip of my coffee while I think here. So, on purposely, I work with a very specific group of people. They must be doing 5K a month. By them doing 5K, then I know that they have a sales ability. They've sold their service before. They have cash flow to invest into their brand and maybe even some ads. If they are doing 5K a month, they gotta have case studies. They have some proof of concept that their service works, and then I need to talk to them and like write with them back and forth, or like see if they fits the criteria of them being in the community. I want all of the people in the community to be like me, like, because if I like the person in front of me and I've vetted every single person, like, hey, you would fit right in, then they fit, and then the other people in there will also like them. Like, some of my best moments are Mondays and Fridays when I do group calls, because it's just me talking to 15 of my friends. And it's the coolest job ever. So you see, bro, there's a recurring pattern in the people that I serve, but it's very, very tailored. So the process is pretty simple. They fill out a backend formula for all of their information that brings them into my client hub on Airtable. It's where I keep all client information just for me. Then they fill out an onboarding document with 15 questions about everything about their business, case studies, bottlenecks, goals, dreams, current team members, current ad spend, current client acquisition process, everything. Then I prepare based on that document. I typically set aside 30 to 45 minutes just to like digest the document. Then I make a plan for their short-term bottlenecks we need to fix, and then long-term tasks we need to implement. And then we jump on a 60-minute kickoff call where we build the entire roadmap for the 4 months mentorship, and that is the official kickoff date. And then we do 2 weeks of me giving them homework. Then we jump on our bi-weekly call. I will basically feedback the previous 2 weeks, adjust, and then plan the next 2 weeks based on our short and long-term goals. And then we continue for that for 4 months. In the meantime, we have a Slack channel where I help them on a day-to-day basis with feedback. They can ask me any question. I answer Slack 3 to 4 times per day, and they can ask me questions all the time, right? Then in addition to that, I have Monday planning and Friday recaps. Monday planning is where every single client of mine, they set a goal for the week, and the thing holding them back from reaching the goal for that week, then I send them a voice note, and then everyone else can see each other's goals and bottlenecks and then listen to my voice notes, so that people get like combined group community help in that way. And then we do the same on Friday, where we recap the week and we celebrate personal and business wins. And then we have 3 calls per week, 2 with me Monday and Friday, and then one every call every Wednesday. The guy that is the head of sales in my marketing agency hosts that call on appointment setting and sales. So then we have a lot of like group questions where people can show up and get help from me twice a week, and 1 call with Anton. So it's very, very custom. Like, I think the reason to why 75% of my clients renew is because it's so tailored. Like, I know the names and numbers of my clients, you know. Like, that's how involved I am in this. And I love it, bro. Like, I fix bottlenecks on a day-to-day basis on shit that I've done in my own business. It's the coolest thing ever. So I really appreciate it. Let's see, we're running out of time a little bit here, so I think we'll save these 2 questions for tomorrow. Again, you can just ask more questions, but I don't have the time today, unfortunately. So next up, party people, we have business stats. Let's see if we can find, here we go. So business stats is this sheet right here that I filled out. So let me zoom in so that you can actually see something. That was pretty zoomed in. Let's do 150 here. So we do, first of all, we do the daily updates channel. Let's see, 175, right? Yeah, 175, and then my main channel, 6281. So we do this, and then we do 6281, my IG, and then daily updates 175, and then we do cash and rev, right? So if you don't know, this is the 3rd of June today, so I track all numbers from the 2nd of June, so I always track 1 day behind. So I head into my WAP, and you can see yesterday I did 2,339 in cash collected, and it was actually a split pay for my mentorship. It was just a client that a guy that I've spoken to for like I think last month. We texted back and forth, and he just DM'd me yesterday that he wanted to start, and I've kind of like saved him a seat a little bit for June because he was pretty keen on getting going. So yeah, pretty nice. Just DM'd me. I sent him the payment link. He's getting started. He's a really cool guy, and I'm really looking forward to help him. He fits right into the community. Yeah, it's gonna be very nice. And yesterday I spent $10 on Simple Invoices, which is the software I use to create invoices and like boring, like what is it called in Denmark? It's called bilag. I can't remember what it's called in English. I think it's just an invoice, right? Oh well. So decent. Let's check to-do list. So I'll show you my to-do list so that you can actually see what I do on a day-to-day basis. This is the things that I need to do. So I need to add Noah, the new client, to all active Slack channels. I haven't set that automation up, so I have to do it manually, which is a bit annoying. Then I need to send an update and revision to a graphic designer that is helping me create logo and visual identity for the digital coffee shop. Then I need to put the business tracker in the daily update and then do the daily update. The things that I've already done today is that I've sent voice notes for the remaining of my clients that has filled out Monday planning, wrote a copy for my Instagram reel. I checked in on all of my done for you clients and my team where we set goals. We recapped the month of May, then we set goals for the entire of June, non-negotiables for every single client and task that we need to get done. And then we basically just like recapped all the clients to know exactly where we're at. Every single done for you client had a record month in May. So like we're very happy, but we need to keep pushing and basically just like enjoy the momentum, right? Oh, to-do list, sorry. And I also had a two-hour status call. We do a 2-hour status call every first week of a new month, and then we do the things that I just told you that we do. Recap plan. I did 30 minutes of prospecting because I would like to bring on one more client for the agency here in June. But it needs to be the right client. If I don't feel like I can take the client to 100k a month in profit, then I'm not doing it. So that's basically the criteria, and it's a cool person, you know. I uploaded an Instagram reel, answered old Slack, and I set up my new school classroom for the first phase 012 curriculum that I had in my Notion. So I built that out. It took a lot of time, but I'm happy about it. I can't wait to show all of you when it's done. So 1st of August, see you in 2 months. So that's the to-do list. That's what I've done today. And then, yeah, I showed you what I need to get done for the rest of the day. In 5 minutes, I'm going to the gym, which is very nice. Then we have strategy. What do we want to talk about today? What am I struggling with? It's a good question. So right now, it's actually pretty good, to be fair. To be completely transparent, it's very, very good. I'm basically on track for everything. So I think what we can talk about is time allocation for long-term tasks while you're still focusing on short-term cash. Because yesterday in Monday planning, 5 out of my 20 done with you clients all struggled with basically allocating time and resources for things that will make you very happy in the future but hurt your cash short term, right? So it's like, hey Fred, I don't have time to create this YouTube BSL because I need to serve my clients. So how can I ever do the YouTube BSL? This is a very dangerous spot to be in. This is the spot of transition, right? Because you've hustled your way to a 10 to 15k a month business, typically by a lot of done for you work where you build the skill set. And now you're stuck in a 40-hour work week where you spend all 40 hours on your clients because you're making a good amount of money, right? You're making like 100k, 120k a year. It's just like a lot of money. But you're stuck and you can't seem to break past this. The only way that you can break past this is by removing a client, so dropping down in cash. That opens up hours that you can spend long term, but most people are not willing to do that. So the way that I see it is that you need to be able to, the first 2 hours of your day, you need to be able to only work on your own business and then client businesses. Because I guarantee you, if you spend 7 hours of delivery every single day on clients, you could have done it in 5, right? And you need to move the needle in your own business. So what I work with my clients on a lot is like task priority. time management and how to move the needle in your business while not sacrificing client results, right? I still move the needle in my business every single day, and I have a 75% renewal rate for a 9.5k mentorship. This means that I have happy clients while I move the needle in my business, right? Because I've designed a business where when I move the needle in my business, I become smarter and I make resources or systems or guides that allows me to break past new heights, and then I give them to my clients, right? So that is why most agencies should get into Done With You. That is why most coaches that is stuck here should add more offers, not more outcomes or different types of products, but just the same product delivered in different ways, because that is leverage, ladies and gentlemen. And now I need to train push with my good friend, so that I can become stronger. I have 5 fitness coaching clients, man, and I look like a vanilla ice cream. It's not good. I need to get in shape. I appreciate you watching this video. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. We will see each other tomorrow in another daily update. So keep going. I'm proud of you.